Chapter 19 Right Use of the Will. As the energy vibrations you live in move up to a new, higher octave, one of your energy centers is changing dramatically. This is the center of will, located at your solar plexus. Humanity is moving away from having its consciousness focused in the center of will towards having its consciousness focused in the center of the heart, the center of love. You live on a planet of free will, and your will is one of the most magnificent and powerful parts of your being. It puts into form and action the spiritual energies you are receiving from the higher will. Your will carries out your choices and decisions, seeks truth, and helps you stand up for what you believe in. Your will sees to it that you are self-determining and self-directing. One of the most wonderful, challenging aspects of earthly reality is learning to use your will to manifest your higher good and to flow in harmony with the higher will. Using your will can be compared to driving a car. Like a car, your will is the vehicle you use to get places. Your will can put on the brakes and slow things down, or press the gas pedal and speed things up. Like a steering wheel, your will can steer you in many directions. When you align your will with personality, it is like having a reliable car that is easy to drive. You get to where you want to go easily. If you don't know how to use your will, it can be like a car you can't count on. You may not get where you want to go. In the past, a strong will was needed. Force and aggression assured survival against harsh elements. Today, an aggressive, dominant will is no longer necessary for survival. In these times, it is important to use your will in softer, more skillful ways, relying not on force, but on love and creativity to get things done. Trust that the universe is working for you and with you. Many cultures teach you that to get what you want, you must push very hard, be manipulative or aggressive, and battle your way through obstacles. This view is based on an underlying assumption that the universe is against you and must be conquered. If you use your will as if there is an opposing force, you actually create opposing forces where there are none. Start by assuming the universe is working for you and with you to assist you in creating your higher good. Many of you were independent, stubborn, and even rebellious as children. You needed a strong will because you knew you would be bringing new thoughts and ideas to the world. You needed to believe in yourself even when people around you didn't support your ideas. You can now use the strength of your will to develop a wise and magnetic will to have things come to you more easily. Don't make yourself wrong if you had to use a lot of force and will to get things done in the past, for you were doing the best you knew how. You are developing a strong will of your own by creating obstacles and opposing forces to push against. It is important to have a well-developed will, for you are a creative partner with the higher forces of the universe. Your will is necessary to carry out your part in the work of transformation. Your will is much wiser than you think. As you grow spiritually, you will learn to use your magnetic and wise will rather than your forceful will. A wise will is one that does things with thought, planning, and intention. It thinks of better ways than force to do things. For instance, one mother tried using force to get her children to go to bed on time and stay put. She would yell, plead, and threaten. Using her wise will, she devised a technique that worked and didn't involve force. She gave her children a choice of going to bed early and having her read them a story, or staying up half hour later and not having a story. Having a choice, they usually chose the story and fell asleep peacefully afterward. There was no longer a battle of wills. She solved the problem by being wise and loving rather than forceful. Your wise will surveys all the circumstances surrounding the issues and finds effective ways to do things with a minimum of effort. It waits until the time is right to make a move, knowing that if the time isn't right, things will take a lot more energy to accomplish. Your wise will is patient, knowing that some things take time to accomplish. It persistently and consistently contributes the energy needed to create your goals, knowing that you don't have to do things all at once. It takes the time and steps it needs to do a good job. Your wise will is confident, tries out new solutions, and takes the initiative. It looks for new, better ways to do things. It makes decisions not solely based on impulsive feelings, but by blending them with logic and common sense. When the actions you take are aligned with your higher self, you will not need force to carry them out. When you are working towards your higher goals, you may need to work steadily and persistently, but you will not be pushing against resistant, unmoving forces. You can use your forceful will on yourself, forcing yourself to do things, but not for long. Your intellect often sets goals for you and wants your forceful will to carry them out. Your forceful will may try to do what your intellect tells it to, but if your goal or the way you are pushing it isn't for your higher good, your wise will stop you. Your wise will follows the guidance of your higher self. Your wise will is connected to the higher will and your higher self. Your wise will won't let itself be used against you. It is too powerful a force for your intellect to control. Be grateful that this powerful part of your will does not let you do things for long that aren't for your higher good. You may succeed for a while in forcing yourself to do things, but not for long. Your intellect may decide that you need to lose 10 pounds, completely change your eating habits, or redo your life overnight. But that doesn't mean those changes are for your higher good. If you use your forceful will to diet, you may succeed for a while, then go back to your old eating habits and gain the weight back. When your higher self feels it is better for you not to do something, it goes to your wise will and says, create resistance, stop. Do not carry through with the action. When it is good for you to do something, you will feel a desire to do it. You will be drawn to it because it is something you love and not something you are forcing yourself to do. You only stick to those things you love. Your forceful will only succeeds temporarily in getting you to do things your higher self isn't guiding you to do. For instance, if you enjoy being slimmer and eating the healthier foods you eat while dieting, gradually you will be drawn to eat healthier and be slimmer because you value and love those things. Then it is not your forceful will, but your wise will that is guiding you. When you do what you love, it requires no force. The only things you do without resistance are those things that you love to do and are drawn to. Through trial and error, your experiences teach you what these things are. The more you use your forceful will to make yourself do something, the more you can push yourself into the opposite reaction. One man who jogged 3 times a week decided to increase his running to 6 times a week and to take up bicycling and swimming at the same time. He had decided intellectually he needed to be more of an athlete. He forced himself to continue this program for a month, although he became sore and exhausted. He finally quit not only the new exercise program, but his original running program as well. It took him months to get started exercising again. You may say, I know I really need to lose weight, get fit, do this project, let go of this person, and so on. Why isn't my will cooperating? Your wise will has your higher interests in mind. Even though a part of you thinks it might be best to do something, if another part of you is resisting, trust that there is a higher reason why you're avoiding this. If you aren't accomplishing a goal your intellect has set, rather than forcing yourself to do it, talk to your wise will. Ask, why won't you do what I'm telling you to do? Perhaps whatever you are planning is too drastic a measure to take that would not be in harmony with the rest of your life and path. Keep your goal in mind and ask your wise will what plan of action it will work with you to accomplish. Your wise will guides you to those things you love to do. Before you decide to do something, get quiet and notice your feelings about doing it. Ask yourself before you take action, do I really want to do this? Does it seem joyful? Is there something else I would rather do instead? Take time to listen to your feelings. Do things only when they feel right and when you would love to do them. Then you are operating from your wise will. You can also develop your magnetic will. Magnetism is a powerful force. You can draw what you want to by allowing it to come rather than forcing it to come. When you push too hard to get things, you actually repel the things that you are seeking. There is a different feeling between reaching out for something versus allowing it to come to you. A great master creates by aligning with the higher will so that any action taken is right action. They then visualize the desired result and becomes magnetic to that result. The master patiently waits for the right time to take action and only takes action when it is appropriate to do so. Think of something that you've been wanting. Are you sending your will out, trying to force it to come? If so, you are working too hard. Instead, imagine that you are becoming magnetic to this thing. You may even want to pretend you are a magnet drawing it to you. Create space in your energy and life for this thing to come into. Open your heart to receive it. This way, you are drawing things to you with your magnetic will rather than trying to make them come with force. Receive energy from other people's hearts, not their centers of will. Right use of the will means learning not to let the forceful wills of others around you control you. There are several ways to know if other people are using their wills to manipulate you. One is through your mental or emotional resistance to them. Another is through an uncomfortable feeling in your body when you think of them, such as a pit in your stomach. If someone is trying to force you to do something either subtly or not so subtly, you can work at an energy level to change things between you. Start by getting quiet and thinking of the other person. As you think of this person, do you have an uncomfortable feeling anywhere in your body? Uncomfortable areas can indicate places where you've taken on other people's energies and are wearing their energy patterns rather than your own. Send light to this place and imagine you are reclaiming your own energy in this area. Close off any area in which you've been receiving another's energy and then add your own light to this area. Pay attention to where other people are sending energies from as well, and only accept energies from their heart or higher centers. You can know if people are sending energy from their will by getting quiet, thinking of them, and imagining you can tell if they have a cord of energy coming from their will center toward you. See yourself refusing this energy. Some people practice cutting cords, imagining they cut the energy coming toward them from the other person's will. The feeling that you are not accepting this energy is more important than the visualization that you use. After you have cut this cord of energy, see see it going back to them as energy they can use any way they want. When you are with someone, practice sending energy through your heart. As you move all energy into your heart, you are evolving from operating from your center of will into living in your heart center as your higher self. Offer assistance to others only when they ask for it. As you become a source of light to others, your will can assist them in their growth, or it can interfere with their growth if you push too hard. Right use of your will means not using your forceful will on others. It means using your wise will when you work with people and not trying to make others change if they are not ready. You can contribute to the desire to grow in your children, friends, and loved ones. Your wise will does things easily and gently and takes action only when the timing is right. It waits until people are ready to hear what you have to say. When a friend comes to you and asks, "How can I learn what you have learned?" that is the time to assist them. Talking on and on about something to people who have not asked about it and are not interested in it may only turn them away. If there is a quality that you want your mate or friend to have, demonstrate that quality yourself. As your life begins to work better, you inspire others to discover the secrets that you have found. Find more joy in your life, laugh more, and allow yourself to be happy. One woman wished her husband would be more positive. In the past, she had tried to use her forceful will to change him, trying to make him change by pointing out how often he was being negative. That only seemed to make him worse. Using her wise will, she decided to try increasing her own positiveness and stop pointing out how negative he was. She mentally told him she loved him and accepted him just as he was. Slowly, he became more positive without even realizing it. When she moved her will to her heart and became more loving, he was willing to grow and change. You will be amazed at the power of one person focused on their own growth to transform the people that they spend time with. One man went to work in an office where everyone, stressed and hurried, ate candy and unhealthy snacks all day. At first he found himself criticizing them, then he began eating the same kinds of food himself. One day, unhappy over his increasing lack of energy and rapid weight gain, he decided to start eating healthy food and brought interesting, healthy snacks with him every day. Soon, others were asking him about what he was eating. Over a period of several months, people in the office started eating healthier snacks. He never preached or criticized or tried to get them to change. He taught them by example. There is no one right way to grow. There are many paths to enlightenment and God. See what is beautiful in every person's path, in every religion, and in every belief system. Honor other people's paths, even if they are different from yours. Be inclusive and loving, and look beyond the form of people's beliefs to the essence. There is no one right way. There is only the way that is right for you. There is something unique, perhaps perfect and beautiful in every culture and every system of belief. Look for what you have in common with others and accept and love those who are on different paths. If you have been around people who wanted you to change a habit or do something differently, you know how their trying to get you to change made it harder to do. To create a desire to grow in others, share your enthusiasm about your life. Listen to people, draw them out, and find ways to assist them in loving themselves more. Grow yourself and become an example. Your great teachers, such as Buddha and Christ, came to earth to be examples of what you might become: a peaceful, loving, compassionate, and wise being. Right use of the will meditation. This meditation can be found now on the end screen of this video. or in the description box below and leave us a comment letting us know what your takeaways are from this chapter. Enjoy!